USC Dornsife and the Los Angeles Times has polled about immigration for a number of years, and we continue to do so this time as well. We asked questions sort of about the broader issue, what should be done with the millions of undocumented immigrants who are in this country right now, as well as this issue that recently came to a head this summer with the tens of thousands of unaccompanied minors from Central America who started streaming across our southern border.
Californians, who over the years have become very, very strongly supportive of those immigrants who come into this country even without documentation, on this very specific question about whether these young immigrants should be able to stay or be forced to return to Central America, California split.
There we saw a very sharp division. Just under half believe that the minors should be sent back to their home country immediately. The other half believe that, that they should be allowed to stay here temporarily as they await, their legal hearings and proceedings. And that's because a number of the voters I spoke with didn't want to create a magnet that causes even more people to come. So they want to sort of deal with the problem as it is on the ground, while not making it worse.
And not surprisingly, on immigration issues, whether it's this particular facet of the debate or more broader conversations about immigration reform, is Hispanic Americans in California are much, much more supportive
than whites to believe that that these kids should be able to stay here as they await their hearings. And also they were supportive of a legislative proposal that would provide a couple $1 million to pay for attorneys for these children.
The controversy over these young Central American immigrants has caused support for broader immigration reform to plummet dramatically. In California, that's not the case. In other words, even though Californians are almost evenly split on whether these young people ought to be staying in the country or sent back to Central America, this discussion has not impacted at all Californians' overall support, which is very broad and very deep, for comprehensive immigration reform. So although this is an issue that Californians have paid a lot of attention to, they think this is a major problem or a crisis, it hasn't affected at all how important they believe it is to provide for broader immigration reform that includes both enhanced border security and a pathway to citizenship.
Nearly 3 out of 4 Californians said that they support such a plan. The proposal that was brought up in the House includes many components. It includes increased border security. It includes a verification requirement for employers to make sure that their workers are legal. It would require people who apply for legality to not have a criminal record, to pay fines, to pay taxes, to learn English, and to get at the back of the line in terms of citizenship. And the pollsters we talked to believe that the reason that this proposal had such broad support was that it contained a little bit of something for everybody. If you're a border security activist who's really worried about the strength of the forces at the border, there's something there for you. If you're an immigrants' rights advocate, there's something there for you. So because it had so many different components, our pollsters believe that led to the high level of support.